Hey guys, it's Justin from Justin's HAV Journal, and I just got back from Cuba. Amazing. Loved it. It was a beautiful country. It is a beautiful country. So, I went to Cuba with my husband. We took a cruise. It was amazing. I loved it. People there were so friendly. Super duper friendly. So, some interesting facts about Cuba, right? So, Cuba is a country that is still communist, but it has three ethnicities, all mixed, and so it's influenced by China, African, and Hispanic. So because of all those mixtures over time, you have the darkest of dark, black Cuban, you have the lightest of light, white Cuban. You have and everything in between. So it's just an amazing country, and but also there are areas that are impoverished, and we did get to see those, a little bit of those, not a lot, but so yeah, it's an amazing country. So we went on the cruise, and we were able to get Cuban rum. This is amazing. Loved it. Legendario. So it's nice. But it's really freaking good. And now we only have one bottle left, but that's okay. So Cuban cigars. Amazing. But my favorite things, Cuban coffee. Coffee. So it's amazing. Ernest Hemingway shot that I got, and one extra cigar. So, I know I'm a public health guy, but hey, you only live once, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. We start out on the cruise ship. A little boring, it's kind of like, okay, here's the cruise ship, blah, 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 blah. Then it starts to get a little bit more exciting. We hit Cuba, go to a day bar where they actually gave us one cigar, and they gave us Cuban coffee and Cuban rum on ice, and we got to sit and watch a live band on stage, which was amazing. Then we go to, kind of still go on a tour. There's, we do a day tour. Then we also go to a jazz nightclub, which is amazing. Oh my gosh, I love jazz. So I was like, oh yes, I'm totally down. So please enjoy the music. Please enjoy the scenery, and namaste. So, yay!
First day on board the Azamara journey.
Really nice.
We do it in style. Say hi to the nice people, Justin.
Hi to the nice people, Justin.
them. You can seal it off and go in the water with it. You're good. It's the camera. Yeah.
I got the next 3 or 4 names if we everybody pick the same winners.
Sunset at the Keys.
Sorry. It's okay. Holy shit. Wow.
While we're waiting for a bus, okay? But have careful with the car, okay? Because this is not free. Take your time, take your picture. We're going to wait for a bus, okay?
Here during the 18th century. Nowadays, of course, it used to be built only for the same as you, for the White House. But nowadays it's just only as a museum. Inside we have different rooms, okay, but in case different presidents came here and make this meeting inside. But nowadays it's just only for the museum. And I just want you to take a look to this tower. Do you see? So, this tower used to be antique company here during the 20s. Nowadays, it's a Texas company. It's the company of our cell phone and our phone at home. It's the best one because it's the only one that we have in Cuba. But the curious is used to be the antique company here in 20s. Let me tell you, as I told you, each hotel that we have here in Havana used to be only for the casino, for the gambling, or for the mountain. And that's why we have a lot of places similar that places that you have in the United States. This is the central part of Havana, guys. In this moment, you're going to start to see the difference of the buildings. You will see there is a lot of persons in the street because it's the central area of Havana. It's the most common when you get see a lot of working in the street. A lot of persons try to find any bus to get to any other place here in Havana. Because we have a lot of municipality here in Havana and persons have jobs, business, on different issues in the different part of Havana. That's why you will see, because the most common to see, the most common area for take a bus is here in the central part of Havana. This is Reina Avenue. It's like a Queen Avenue. It's just only for remind the name since was given. Also, there is a lot of shop in this area. That's why people can to him in Santiago de Cuba. Okay. Also, this monument is made in Carrera marble, and inside of this place, inside of this building, is a museum in honor to him. Everything that is right in the wall of this building is or was made by gold. Okay, so surrounding the area, as I told you, all this building that is surrounding belong to the government, specifically to the military zone. Okay, that's why you see that there are a lot of military place outside of the square. Do you live today or tomorrow? Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow you will have the opportunity to make this stop here, okay?
tour, you will see a lot of monuments like this. But in the case of this man, for us, is considered one of the most important heroes that we have here in Cuba. His name is Carlos Manuel de Céspedes. He's known as the father of the fatherland. And the reason is because was who give the relief here from the slave on October 10 in 1868. Since that moment until now, every year we put the flower here because he used to be one of the most important persons for us. He relieved from Cuba from the slave, so that's why he's one of the most important. After that, our independent war starts, and since this moment, Cuba started to fight for become in freedom. So that's why he's considered one of the most important. Also, he's known as the father of the fatherland because one of his sons, or I assume the only his son that he used to have, he came here. They captured here, the Spain captured his son, and they pushed of him the idea that if he don't to surrender or disappear the idea about relief the slave, they going to kill his son. But as a return he tell the Spain, he is not my only son. My son is all the Cuban people. That's why since that moment until now we know as the father of the nation. So this is the main square. This is also known as the Arm Square. It's considered one of the most older squares that we have because from here to this building that we're going to see just one moment is when our Havana was born. In there was the foundation of Havana. You will see. Let's go. It's known as the small temple. Every time that you need to ride in this car, you need a mechanic next to you. Yeah. And in the case of the classic car, they consider as the magic person because, as you see, it's a very good condition, the car. So guys, this car still belongs to the old part of Havana, but what happened with this Havana was the foundation of Havana. It's the foundation place. So under this carpet tree is that we call it ceiba tree. It's an endemic tree that we have here concerning to religion and concerning to our different event that we celebrate in November 16. Because on November 16 in 1514 was when Havana was born. Okay, since this moment until now, this different time of the year we came here and we make different celebrations. We walk around 3 times around this ceiba tree and we put different offering for them, and also people say that make a wish and probably they become it true. I don't know. I had never doing that. But this is our foundation place. Also, it's famous because inside there is 3 paintings that maybe you will have the opportunity to try to get in, because the 3 paintings is a real representation of what really happened in this time. The first is the first mass that was made here. The second painting is all the person that used to be in this moment, in those times, in the colonial time. And the third one is in honor to the foundation of the place. So let's take a look to this pineapple. What happened with this pineapple is the queen of our fruit. The reason is because a part that is considered one of the most refreshing, because you know, some of you are text the pina colada, so that's why it's so refreshing for us. Also, it's the queen of our fruit because it's the symbol of Cuban hospitality here in Havana. Also, let me tell you, this column is known as the columna cajigal, the cajigal column. What happened with that column? That is when the Cuba is divided in that moment. Central, west, and east part of Cuba. That's it. So maybe if we have the opportunity to try to get in, do it because it's beautiful to try to take a picture. Important. Nowadays, it's a museum in honor to the art of the Spain, but used to be one of the for the protect from pirate attack here in Cuba, and also during the England occupation, also was one of the they protect this area. Also, let me check. Let me tell you something. I just find this look here. Do you see this lady that is on the top of the roof? So this is our logo of Cuba. You're going to see this lady in the Havana Club ground. Also you will see this lady in the buses of local government. Also you will see in so many different parts of Havana, this woman is considered most important for us because it was the first and the only woman who have the presidency here during the colonial time. That's why since that moment until now we consider as the most important lady. That's why it's our logo in the different parts here of Havana. Also, it's made in bronze and it's the only statue made in the real bronze located inside, which is in the top of the it's the only one. Okay? Of course, this is a but inside of the museum there is the museum. So guys, some house that one consider one of the most important, so it's safe just in case that you need to use the restroom. Okay?
Do it the other way. There.
I'm going to prove your intelligence. Okay? Someone let me know what exactly is different in this group. Since we are starting to walk, take a look well. Yes, yes. This is the only street that we have made in Cuba. Acano and Cuba is the name.
Wow.
It's a tree that we have that is endemic here in Cuba. What happened with that tree? According to the legend, Miguel de Tacón used to be one of the presidents in church here in the colonial time. But her wife, all the time, at 12 o'clock, used to have a snack. Used to love to take siesta. But, of course, this street used to be made in stone. But he decided to turn it up into wood just because she told him, if you want to take or to have your marriage alive, please turn it on this street because I'm going to take the divorce with you. Because I love to take a snap at Monday and I need to be quiet. So please turn it on the street. And that's it. Until that moment, until now, we just as a legend to try to preserve this street. Of course, we change different times of the year because it's one of the most scenic streets that we have. But it's the only one that we have made in the wood just in this street. So, one more time, for you to know, Cuba, the woman Cuba here have the power. Okay? All the time. I don't know your country, and you will see what exactly I'm talking about. You will see because I have another surprise for you. You will see concerning to come on.
I love it.
In this area. The first one is that one, okay? Used to be the first and the only university here in Havana. Concerning, that I assume that is the perfect time for you to know. Concerning to education here in Cuba is free. We don't have to pay anything to go to college. Okay, it's free. We don't have this private school here in Havana. And it's compulsory for that. It's compulsory for everyone here in Cuba to go to college until 9th grade. It's free. Primary school is free. High school is free. University is free. Pre-university is free. We don't have to pay anything. And the government provides everything for us. Okay, uniform, books, lesson, all of the things is free. Also for tourists, because we have a lot of tourists that came, or a lot of students that came to another country to start here. One of them is the African, Asian, and China person came here. China students came here after becoming a doctor. And this university is still in function, of course. Was built in the 50th century, still in function, but in that case, it's just only for engineers and for architecture career. That's it. Nowadays, or before the revolution, we used to have just only 3 universities. Nowadays, we have 63 around all Cuba, and it's for free. So, and another important building is that building that is on the corner, the big ones. Is the building Ambos Mundo Hotel. Was the building that Ernest Hemingway used to live before he had houses in a farm that is located in another part of the Havana. But here, in the 5th floor, 511, we have room. Nowadays, it's a museum, and of course, perfect place for him because this street is Obispo Street. It's the street that every day let him until Floridita Bar. Guys, el Floridita Bar. Floridita Bar is when he created the daiquiri. And also, there is La Bodeguita del Medio. That is another bar, a bar, Sloppy Joe, all of them are together or nearly in where he created the mojito. So he used to have the phrase, my mojito in La Bodeguita and my daiquiri in the Floridita. So that's why he loved, or he used to love to stay in that place. Also, near from this place, there is a big bank. And in front of the bank, as you know, he used to love to get drunk a lot. Was one. And the second, he used to love Cuban woman. A lot. And in front of the bank used to be a place for ladies. But I don't mean prostitution. No, this is not exactly. Ladies, because we used to love a good lady with another mind, but very good and very pretty lady. And in front of this man, it was located of this lady. So, come on. Also, let me talk about park, because every day there is a lot of cats here and inside. Also, let me tell you concerning to the dog here and cat in this area. Maybe during the trip, during the tour, you will see there is some dog that is waiting in a little park in the like snack. But let me tell you, so here in this area is compulsory, it's mandatory for the local person that live here that try, maybe in the bad situation with the bad weather, or maybe if they are in the street, people have to feed them, also have to protect them. And also, presently we changed our constitution, and this was one of the rules that we put in this constitution, is try to help all the animals that we have here in Cuba. Also, let me tell you, here in Cuba, it's so penalized to try to kill a cow. It's more, you have more sentences if, or it's, as soon as you kill a cow, you go jail. And it's have more years than if you try to kill a person. 20 years in the years just only for you to kill a cow. What is the reason? That, as you know, we have been passing for this situation here in Cuba. We have the crisis of 90, we have the crisis of Russian missile, we have the crisis of after the embargo. So, cow here in Cuba, and we need to protect if we want to have milk in the shop. That is one of the main reasons. So I told you that we are allowed to practice any kind of religion that we want, okay? So this is one of the places in where on weekend we can go here, okay, we can inside. But in that case with the cathedral, because I told you, let me tell you, for you to know, all Havana is included in the list of the heritage by UNESCO. Okay, the reason because it's one of the most beautiful places, and also all the buildings were built during the colonial time and still in function. And this is one, the cathedral is our Barroco style, the only place in where you can find the Barroco style made here in Cuba. Okay, in Cuba, because as you know, you can find Barroco style in another part of the world, and of course it's got nothing to do with that. But this is Barroco style in Cuba, made in Cuba. So let me tell you, as you can see, the tower one is more bigger than other ones, right? So the reason is because during the colonial time, there were restrictions here. But as you can see, this part over there is closed. But in that case, there is a screen there, and it was necessary for them to try to build one smaller one than another, just only for try to pass. That's it. Inside, let me tell you, here, this area used to be a swamp. And all the time we are making the boat, try to pass to, for one place and another side. Person that want to do it, try to do it until the cathedral. That's it, but until they realized that was necessary to build this area of food. need to be allowed for the government and the you decide okay, guys, let's go remember that I told you a little place of when we get our Cuban studies of this. So this is the same place, but what happened that
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuese noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho.
Yeah, they're dolphins. Yeah. Look at there. Right there.
And I forgot to mention, so I took my husband to Cuba because, well, honey, I just wanted to say thank you for standing by me and helping me get my associate's degree, my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and my doctorate degree. So this whole trip, this trip to Cuba, and we did stop at the Keys, Florida Keys, which is amazing. It was to thank him. It was to thank him because I honestly would not be here if it wasn't for him. I honestly would not have gone to college if it wasn't for his push and his support. And this is just a big thank you. So, love you, honey.